Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Have a Pint. Today we have Xtra-Citra from Surly Brewing. It is an American style pale ale, Artemis. 4.5% alcohol by volume. It does not list on Untappd what the IBUs are. 3.78 is the average rating that it gets. The description on Untappd reads, "You'd think hops in the bright sunshine would make us happy, but you'd be wrong. This bright colored session ale explodes with citra hop flavor and aroma in a deliciously drinkable brew." Alright, so here's the can. Nothing really special. Very, very sad. I do not have many pint cans, and I don't know what I can do about it because pretty much all the pint cans I can get at the store I've either had or I currently have. This does not get much of a head on, or the head on this gets, I don't know why I said that. The head on this has some large bubbles, and it dissipates rapidly. Alright, we're going to stop there for now. It is currently Saturday night. I am watching Ohio State versus TCU. And TCU just got themselves into a bad situation. They are down 21-33. Ohio State just scored a touchdown on a muffed punt. Well, it wasn't on the muffed punt, it was a play later. And Ohio State's that kind of team where you don't want to get down much to them. Whether it's early or late in the game, you don't want to get down by much. I hate Ohio State. I'm sorry if you are a fan of Ohio State, but I hate them. But they're the kind of team, it does not matter who the coach is. They're going to reload. They're going to be somewhat good. They could have a shitty coach. They're going to be somewhat good. Because they're always going to get talent. But anyways, it hasn't been very long. No head left. There's a little bit residual along the edges, but that's about it. Bursting with citrus flavor. This was only canned a few months ago, so. When they say exploding with citra hop flavor, they're not kidding. Who's hurt for Ohio State there? 86, I have no idea who that is. D. Jones, whoever that is. So that citrus was all I got on the palate, or on the nose, and that's so far all I've gotten on the palate. There is no hop bitterness to this. You can taste the hop, but there's no bitterness. Come on, you need this. Yes! Got it. Touchdown. They absolutely needed that. That was huge. I couldn't believe that they were, what was it, a 13-point underdog to Ohio State? I don't think they're going to lose by that. Another Buckeye down on the field, though. Sorry, I'm very distracted by it. I'm way more interested in this game than the one that I did 4 reviews while watching, the Virginia Tech and Florida State game. Yeah, Florida State, uh, which ended up being like 33-3 or something like that. There's a slight bitter sting at the beginning, but it is exploding with citrus flavor. It just needs something, though. It needs something. I kind of feel like it's like there needs to be another flavor in there. I don't know exactly what, but something a little sweeter. Maybe a hint of raspberry in there, but I also feel like it needs a little bit heavier body because this is a very, very light bodied beer, and I don't know. I feel like it works better as a medium bodied beer, or it would work better. I don't know 100%. I haven't had it as a medium bodied beer. I guess raspberry is a little more tart than sweet. But there needs to be something more there that's a little bit sweeter to counteract that citrus. And I also feel like it needs a little bit heavier body. Because honestly, there's not much to this beer. I mean, I wasn't expecting the world out of this beer, but I wasn't expecting actually as much bitterness as what I'm getting out of this. And I think that's a detractor too. It's not so much the bitterness, it's how sharp that citrus is. Like, it's way sharper than like if you bit into an orange or you had orange juice. Way sharper than any of that. I think it's way different than I feel like it's way different than uh, orange or lemon. I don't know if I like it at all. Like that is literally all I get out of it is that citrus. And don't get me wrong, uh, it's just a main offering from Surly. What it's never going to be complex. But I'm disappointed because I'm used to even simple being great beers from them. I'm not used to it being. I mean, I guess if you like the flavor, it's going to be amazing. It's just incredibly sharp. And for me, it detracts from the experience of the beer. But I think at the same time, if that's what you're going for, I don't know. In any case, I think it works better as a medium-bodied beer than it being a light-bodied beer as it is. I think first and foremost it needs that. For my personal taste buds, I think it needs some sweetness in there to counteract that citrus. Maybe strawberry? Maybe a hint of strawberry to just take the edge off of that citrus? Or maybe just not make it so terribly citrusy. But at the same time, if you really enjoy citrus, and don't get me wrong, it's way different than lemon or orange or anything like that. It just doesn't even compare. Like, there's times where, like a strawberry beer or a raspberry beer, it tastes pretty similar to that, to what it actually is representing. This tastes nowhere near like it, and I don't think I like that. Like, if it had that citrus like I'm used to from orange juice or something like that, or from biting into an orange or biting into a lemon, or, although I'm glad it's not as puckery as that, but if it was like that, I feel like I would like it a lot better than I do. I'm actually struggling to, because I love Surly, and I'm struggling to find a positive with this beer, but for me, there is none. Like, I had Furious from them earlier, which I'd had before, but I had a buddy over, so we grabbed a couple 6-packs. Well, I say 6-packs, that one's a 4-pack. The other one was a 6-pack. And I'll be reviewing both of them because they're not on the channel. I had both of them before tonight. But, it's not because it's a pale ale or anything like that. Because the one I had earlier was Furious, the IPA. I really enjoyed it. And I mean, and as you've known on this channel, I haven't wanted to be anywhere near hoppy beers for the last few months, and I still am not crazy about it. But I genuinely enjoyed sitting down and drinking that while we were watching football. But the hop in this is just way different. That Citra hop, I don't like the flavor of that. And like I said, if you like the flavor of that, you'll probably really enjoy this beer. The last person who had it, 3.5 star. Person before that, 5 star. There's 3.75, 3.75, 4.75, 4.25, 4.5, 4.25. So it's definitely a matter of taste buds. It always is. But pale ales are a style I generally enjoy, and I'm not enjoying this one. So sometime this coming week, this should go up tomorrow, but sometime this coming week, you should get like a top 25 from me. After I sit down and think about everything that happens today. But, if this holds, and Ohio State ends up winning this game, how I personally feel is that there's a clear-cut top 3 with Georgia, Clemson, Alabama, And kind of on the cusp of being in there are Oklahoma and Ohio State. As much as I hate Ohio State, you gotta recognize talent, and they're incredibly talented. Uh, but yeah, you should get that sometime this week. I'm very distracted this episode. There's a few teams that were preseason ranked that will probably never see rankings again, like Texas. Although last I saw, Texas was up on USC, which I did not like the sound of that, because I like when Texas sucks. Sorry if you're a Texas fan. They're not just up on USC. Not just up on them. They are big on USC. I don't see that changing much. End of third quarter, Texas is up 37-14. USC hasn't scored since the first quarter. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm going to make that go away. Everything's better. I'm not crazy about this, but whatever. Would I pick this up again? Honestly, if I pick this up again, it's purely because it's a pint can that I can get around here. Oh, look, Ohio State scored again, too. How exciting. I don't get many pint cans around here. I wish I got so much more. That is my absolute favorite. Like I said, I prefer cans. Pint cans, I think, just look the best. It's kind of like the widescreen TV versus the full screen TV. It's my comparison on that, but yeah, that's the only way I'd ever get it again. Rating. It's honestly not a bad beer, but I'm not crazy about that flavor, that Citra hop. Apparently, I just need to stay away from anything that exclusively focuses on that Citra hop, because I'm not enjoying that hop. My rating. Honestly, I can get out of it that it's a pale ale, and it's obviously focusing on that Citra hop. It's kind of a sessionable. I mean, in the States, it's a session pale, so I guess you could say it's a session pale. Given for what it's trying to be, over what my taste buds like and dislike, just like with Backwoods Bastard. You know, for my personal taste buds, Backwoods Bastard is 0.5. I'd almost take a Budweiser over it. Almost. And that's not going to happen either. With that said, I will drink Backwoods again, because I have one aging. I want to go 3.75 on this, because it's genuinely good for what it's trying to be. I still feel like for how much Citra flavor is there, you need a fuller bodied beer. For me personally, I'd rather a fuller body and the Citra knocked back a little bit, but I just think to complement it, you need a fuller body, but that's just me. So, until next time, Prost.